Now, viewers of The Chase will, of course, know Mark as the Beast, one of the 5 professional quizzers who take on contestants every tea time over on ITV. You used to be a supply teacher.
Yeah.
How did you get into the realms of professional quizzing?
Well, I was a full-time teacher before that, but yeah, that's my primary profession, maths teacher. I always joke I'm OK at general knowledge. I'm good with numbers. What happened was when they were looking to set up the Chase, they realised they needed good all-rounders. And so they first of all consulted the mastermind winners and asked them, who do you know on the national quiz circuit who's a decent player and can be a little bit scary and intimidating and confrontational? As you may notice, I'm 6'6.5" and got a decent pair of shoulders on me. And when I went along to the first audition, I was wearing an old Soviet Army-style greatcoat. And I walk in, duck under the doorframe, it's flailing behind me like Superman's cape. And the first producer said, you got the job at that point. Fortunately, I could back it up. But they've set up the Chase, the architecture, so you sit up on high like a judge.
I've been on it.
Yeah, so you know it's quite intimidating down the bottom. And then the first 2 chasers were myself and Sean, who's also a show, and Sean's about 6'3" as well. We're not exactly, we are quite intimidating, to put it mildly. Jeremy and Carl both tried to hire us as his bouncers. Couldn't afford us. So we didn't exactly need the help.
No.
Have you ever thought about having a pub quiz team? Putting all you guys together and intimidating in a pub?
A group of ringers.
Well, I always say...
do this, the right stuff quiz team.
I always say if you're going to have a ringer, have a good one. Yeah, I mean, generally, sorry, I sound arrogant, we only need one of us, let alone all 5. But yet we've all got weaknesses.
What's your weakness?
Oh, me, soap operas.
Kryptonite.
Yes, it's my kryptonite, but Bradley loves it. A question comes up on Coronation Street, I don't know it, and the audience do, and they're really happy because they get one over on you.
The thing is, we also know, Mr. Beast, that you do have a bit of Achilles heel when it comes to confectionery. Freddo, right, and do you know what? I've got a few for the audience as well. Let's just catch. There we go, bit of a snack to keep you going. Do you want one?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
You and your
Susie?
no junk food.
Freddo.
Thank you.
Oh, and one left for me.
There we go.
I know.
Ready? Catch, there you go. I knew one of the 2 people in the audience with red hair would get the Freddo then. So somehow,
It doesn't really look
what are the odds of that happening? Where? I mean, okay, because of your stature, Mark, you know, the Beast is an obvious name. Who gave you the name?
I did, or other family. Well, my name is Labbett, French for the Beast.
Okay.
As I keep reminding the ITV lawyers when they suggest they invented the name, I've been known as the Beast for 20 years before the Chase started.
Was it a school nickname?
Well, when I started teaching, some of my more senior colleagues thought it was quite clever, and it stuck. Should point out I've got an even bigger brother, Big Phil up in Yorkshire, 6'9".
What?
Great.
What's he called?
What?
Well,
Brother
he
of
calls
the Beast.
himself the Big Beast. It runs in the family.
It clearly does. How much do you enjoy doing the Chase? And is it quite competitive between you and the other professionals?
Well, how many people are lucky enough to be doing the job they were born to do? And it designed for me. I couldn't have designed it better. Love doing it, get on really well with my colleagues. And part of the thing is mutual respect, because this is a job where you can't hide, where you haven't got teammates to help you out. If you're having bad days, like with the Freddo, I should point out, the reason I didn't know is prior to me being diabetic, can you ever imagine me ordering a chocolate bar that small?
No.
It's lovely, but not one of them.
I know what you mean, doing the job you were born to do. I'm here for 3 days this week. I think David's got a question for you.
I mean, you are a fine figure of a man, but you have actually lost a lot of weight recently, haven't you? And had to have suits changed, trousers changed, that sort of thing. Why did you lose the weight, or was there a medical reason behind it?
I've lost about 3 stone or whatever, and it was the...
Oh, well done.
Well,
good work.
Not really, it was the diabetes and baby diet. It was...
You eat babies?
Yeah, well, there's lots of calories in them. Is that, obviously, it just showed how much sugar I was eating, that just simply cutting that out.
So this is type 2 diabetes?
Type 2 diabetes. I'm not massively over the limit, but enough that I'm just on metformin, the pills, so I'm just eating sensibly and cutting the sugar out. And it shows when I didn't have sugar. I'm still eating big meals, but I couldn't keep the weight up. Yeah. And that and running after a little one was also very good for keeping you active.
Do you think you're less formidable then as the Beast, now that you're actually slimmer?
Well, as long as I got these shoulders, I think I'll be okay. But I put it this way: if I drop down to 20 stone, I'm still going to be way bigger than the average person.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's been rumours about you doing Strictly Come Dancing, which we know are a load of old rubbish. But if you could do any reality show,
is it a load of old rubbish? Sorry to interrupt, Susie. Is it a load of old rubbish?
It is a load of old rubbish.
Oh, boo.
I've never spoken to them, not been interviewed for them. It didn't help a paper sort of, I think, cribbed a second-hand interview from off-the-cuff comments on The Chase and Loose Women, and then said apparently I had been interviewed, which got me into trouble. But I could just say I'd love to do it, haven't spoken to them, haven't been interviewed.
If you could do any reality show,
yeah,
what's the one you'd really, you climb over dead bodies to do? Is it Strictly or is it one of the others?
I'd love to do Strictly. My wife said if I do it, under no circumstances are you allowed to fall in love with your dance partner, which I think is not unreasonable.
Yeah.
It'd be great fun to do. I mean, the jungle would be a challenge because I think they're only allowed 700 or 800 calories as their default thing. And you may know there was a recent ITV show on using, was like a crash diet to help diabetics. And that was the sort of level of calories they were dropped down to. Yeah. I was only the bush chucker trial would be no problems because I'd be so desperate for calories.
Well, that's also only 3 weeks. With Strictly is, months and months.
Well, Russell, it changed. Yeah, it'd be great fun. Russell Grant said how much Strictly's changed his life because it helped get him lose weight and get him fitter. And we're similar age and bulk, and that's, I mean, that regular exercise is exercise. It doesn't matter if it's the gym or sport or ballroom dancing, as long as it gets your cardio
going. I would have
going.
thought Strictly's missing an absolute blinder here, which is you, the Belle and the Beast dancing together in a ballroom. So, I would have thought it's marvellous.
Beauty and the Beast at Halloween would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. Come on, the BBC.
Great for Panto next year.
I know what you mean, though, about falling in love with your dancer. I was lucky enough once when I worked at the BBC way back when, and I danced with Flavia Cacace.
Oh, did you?
She's a phenomenal dancer. Obviously, this is the first time my wife's hearing that story.